888-577-8343 is the number to call if you're out of towner. If you're ATLian, I want you to go ahead and call 404. Do I have to really give out the number? Do they not know the number?
They might know, but for those who are bringing someone else.
Okay, there you go. All right. 404-474-7316. That is the ATL number if you're ATLian. Look, Full Spectrum Show. Hashtag Full Spectrum Show on Twitter. Go ahead and give me your comments because I know you're going to have something to say about what we have to say today because we got a couple controversial topics that we're going to be talking about, but we're going to spread it around. Got the bridge, all right? Today's bridge is really, really nice. Got a Full Spectrum update coming up in a couple of minutes. Also, like I said, starting 5, all good just a week ago. Hot Mess, DJ Hot Mess is back in the building today.
Yeah.
And of course, at the end of the show, the word of the day as we wrap it up. So we have a ton to get to. Let's not waste no time whatsoever. J-Dub, the expert, back in the building, in the place to be with my man, DJ Hot Mess.
Yes, sir.
Got a little Ninth Wonder in the background for everybody. I'm feeling good, feeling great. And how are you, Chris Martin from ATL Profile? What's going on,
Just my usual wonderful, I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm listening to the old school beats, hearing you spit out that sports info. Yeah. I'm good here on Thursday, man.
Absolutely.
Chilling.
Absolutely. You are our guest here, and I want you to
sir.
feel welcome. Put your feet up.
Oh, okay.
You know, just watch out for the microphone because they can hear that little. But yeah. So just put your feet up, relax.
You did that, not me.
Yes, absolutely. Let's be clear on that. Absolutely. But no, we are privileged and blessed to have Chris Martin from ATL Profile, the #1 source online, guys, for everything that's going on in this city. Man, go ahead, subscribe right now to YouTube. Just put in ATL Profile. Go ahead and catch that out on the ATL Profile. You'll see my man Chris along with the amazing team that they do. I just saw your interview with Nick Cannon.
Cannon, that was a little while ago.
That was a little while ago. I saw that was posted, and I was like, man, because it was back when
America's Got Talent
was here, right, at the Fox Theater and stuff like that. I was like, man, how did I miss that one? But I just caught up on that one. I said, look. These dudes are doing the thing right here, boy.
Well, we get around. We talk to a few people here and there.
Man, a few people. Look, let's clear that up for everybody who really don't know. Because folks, a lot of times they really don't know. This dude talks to everybody. Okay, you go to the YouTube page right now. All right, and I ask you to go to the YouTube page right now. Subscribe while you're there. But you're gonna see Dwight Howard. You're gonna see Jermaine Dupri. Just name them. Anybody ATL and beyond. Melissa Ford. Ice-T down there. And wait. Who gets Ice-T?
Who gets Ice-T?
In college talk.
Hey, you know what? Let me say. I gotta tell you the story.
Please do.
Hey, look, when that all came about, we were having our production meeting, and they were like, Ice-T's coming in town. He's promoting this new cognac that he's got. I was like, cool, you know what I mean? We're going to be in Buckhead, we're going to be out in Alpharetta, we're going to be downtown. Right. Yeah, you're going to be over at Home National. Yeah. At 85, I was like, what? Ice-T? Coming out in the mix. But, when we got there, he was like, man, these are my people. This is where I come from.
We should have known.
You know what I
really
mean?
should have known.
And wipe away the stereotype, wipe away the stigma, man. Everybody behave themselves, man. Ice-T showed a lot of love.
Absolutely.
They showed a lot of love to him and Coco, man. We got a great interview, and it was a great time, man. Yeah. Ice-T's, and I also got him not too long ago when he had the art of hip hop, the art of rap. Excuse me.
Right.
Forgive me, Ice-T. The art of rap when he had the premiere up at Phipps. So great.
Oh, absolutely.
Great dude. Ice-T is in ATL a lot, man. He's around.
Yeah, he's around and he's doing his thing, man. And I just tell you guys, we got a great show lined up for you. We're gonna go ahead and pay some bills. When we come back, we're gonna pick the brain of the one and only Christopher Martin from ATL Profile. We're going to find out what makes a good interviewer and what makes a great interview. Is it the subject? Is it the questions? Is it what is it? The atmosphere?
We're going to pick the host.
Is it the host?
We're gonna.
Is it the host? I didn't say that.
Not the host.
I didn't say that. Yes, indeed. So we're gonna find out all of that when we come back. We gotta pay some bills. All right. So listen closely. Don't go nowhere. In fact, bring a friend back on the break. It is the #1 place for your sports talk. The Full Spectrum. We'll be right back. We are a nationwide show. Basically, you could just say we like that. And We like that on a day like today when I got my man Chris Martin from ATL
Chris
Profile
Martin.
in the building. How are you doing, brother?
What's going on, Christopher Martin, the fashion plate here,
Yes, indeed.
here
Yes, indeed.
at SensationStationNetwork.com. What's good?
Man, I'm just feeling great, man. I'm feeling lovely, man. You are in tune to the full spectrum, the sports talk that others just won't do. It's music and DJs not dumbed down. Radio the way it was meant to be. 404-474-7316 is the number if you're ATLian. If you're outside the Atlanta metro area, go ahead and use 888-577-8343. Playing the best mix of urban hits and having the talk that others just won't do. It's the full spectrum. I am J-Dub, the expert DJ. Hot Mess is right there. We got photo ops going on in the building. Yes, it's a live taping today.
Big photo ops.
Yes,
Photo
indeed.
ops, yes.
Live taping today.
Right.
Miracle Marketing is in the building.
Our boy Brandon
Yes,
Adams.
absolutely. Brandon in the building doing his thing.
Yes.
You know how we do. This is how we do it, and we just come with a level of professionalism that just a lot of others just don't do. But what makes a great interviewer, or what makes a great interview?
Okay.
What are the elements?
First and foremost, in this business, and you said the key word, this is show business. And that's how I always want to conduct what I do. As much fun, as many opportunities, as many stars as I meet.
Right.
It's a business, and I'm in the business of interviewing and connecting with guests, with people, and bringing out their story, bringing out their vibe, bringing out whatever it is they're into to people who are interested in them, who are interested in pop culture, interested in videos, entertainment,
Absolutely.
music, the whole thing. So what I find myself doing and how I feel that I do a great job at interviewing and making it worthwhile for the people who watch is I am prepared. If I'm interviewing, if I know that Dwight Howard's going to be there, outside of all I know about Dwight Howard, I'm going to Google him. I'm going to go to his website. I'm going to see what's going on, his charity stuff.
Absolutely.
Things he did in high school.
Right.
Get outside of just the Orlando Magic. Now he's with the Lakers, but
Right.
this summer, you may have only thing you want to know is where you going and how's your back, or all the but little did you know, if you go to the our YouTube page, you'll see that he had a charity event.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean? And that gets overlooked. You don't see that where many stars came out. Chris Broussard,
Right.
to name one. I can't even name them. Lisa Leslie, Dorsey Levens. Just to name a few.
And we love Dorsey here.
Great
with
guy.
His film,
Right.
Bell Rung.
Bell Rung,
I was
yeah.
at the premiere here in Atlanta,
Yeah.
and he's a good dude. Comedian Rod Minger, first name, last name,
Right.
introduced me to him earlier in the year, and we're actually trying to get Dorsey to come on the show, promote the movie as well.
Nice.
These people there's so much depth to them, and this is what you're touching on.
Right.
It's more than just meets the eye. In fact, Dorsey talked about this, and I interviewed him impromptu outside of the theater there in Decatur,
Right.
where he premiered it, and he was saying, man, back in my playing days, they just thought we were just He-Man.
Yeah.
Like there's no skin and bones.
Feeling,
under
no
here.
emotion,
There's nothing in there.
no brains.
Right. So, talk about real quick about how you pull that kind of stuff out. What are your techniques and keys that you do?
Great question, J-Dub. I just picked up on that. You
Yeah,
gotta boost.
There you go.
You see that? You see that? Okay.
Well, leave it
But to get to your question, J-Dub, and answer it even more, you just said something that's really key, and I got it right here on my notes, on things I wanted to hit on what makes a great interviewer or interview, and that's listening. I may have 6 or 7 questions that I'm going to ask this particular star, particular person, but my third question I may ask, your song so-and-so and so-and-so is number 1. What were some of the things that went in to writing that song? Where were your inspiration? And they'll talk about that, and in there they'll be like, well, I got the inspiration from when, my mom, da-da-da-da-da, or I got the inspiration when I was sitting on the bus. And my next question may not go in line with that, but I'll be like, when they get done, make a left turn, and be like, let's stay right there.
Yep.
So let's dig deeper into your inspiration.
Absolutely.
Talk about what else inspires you. You know what I mean? Or when you find yourself in these moments, what other songs have come out of your things like that? And I'll be like, wow. Gabrielle Union, I had a chance to interview her some years back when she was with Cradle to the Grave in the movie Cradle to the Grave.
Well, yeah,
So-
DMX and
a long time ago, but we were talking, and I noticed all the stunts. And I asked her, I was like, did you do your own stunts? She was like, yeah, blah, 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 da, 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 da. She's like, I remember all my training I did at the University of Nebraska when I played college soccer, I was like, oh.
College football.
I was like, right. And see, now here's
12.
right. Now, yeah, see,
you're a Wildcat yourself.
exactly. J
Yeah.
Dub has done his research because I went to Kansas State University. I was like, well, I have to give you a little credit, seeing as how I went to Kansas State University, blah blah blah. And she just grinned, and we kicked off.
And that set up
a whole nother. She talked about Nebraska football fan. Back then, Broderick Thomas. You guys, she got into it, and we had a great time. And and come years later, this is back in the early 2000s. Years later, she's D Wade's woman. Little did I know she's got a real sports sense, so I'm not surprised.
So she's not just arm candy and all that.
Right, she knows her sports.
Her sports.
Exactly.
She would be a real sports mom and sports wife.
Exactly.
So,
and not to cut you off, but that's what I find, man. Listen, you see interviewers and the really good ones, people who are honed, who've been at this a long time, from sports interviewers to people on the red carpet. They're listening to what the person's saying.
That's
because you're prepared, you have questions, things you want to get to, but when that nugget comes or something hits, you got to be fast on your feet. Right, and let it be natural. And also practice. I practice in front of the mirror. I don't do as much of that anymore, but when I remember the last time I did.
Because you're great.
What Hot Mess said. What is it? You know what? Let me hold him for a minute. He a good sidekick.
my team is giving.
Let me steal him. Let me trade you 2 Jolly Ranchers.
I love Jolly Ranchers. I'm just kidding. I'm good.
Right. But that's what it is, man. Prepared and be ready. Be quick on your feet. Have fun with it. Don't be nervous. Generally, you're not live. So, just some other things, some other tidbits.
I just want to let you know I'm sweating only because it's hot.
Right. Ooh, we got we were talking about that then.
But it's the show.
I know,
because it's the hottest show that you can find.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's the hottest show you can find, and we have guests like this. This is what I'm going to bring to you guys.
Oh, sports.
Yeah.
And forgive me for my interruption again.
Go ahead.
I know some people know me like, there he go again, interrupting.
Go ahead.
I know who you are. You make an interesting connection between the old school and new school. Hank Aaron. Record stood around for forever, 755, and he broke a stalwarts in Babe Ruth. Say what you want.
And they didn't feel it was really his record either.
Right.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Right.
Go
But
ahead.
but he passed it, so be it. And then Bonds passed it, and it's the. I go to this, and I'm going to segue to basketball because, and I know plenty of your listeners, maybe people in this room, because people hold this guy's, what strap to
Go ahead.
immeasurable means. But to me, one of the biggest frauds, one of the biggest myths to me. He's one of the greatest, but that Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player. Man. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay, please.
And I'm going to go because it goes to like Bonds, Aaron. I grew up in the 70s where centers, and I'm going to go to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's right.
To me is the best player. Jordan, one of the top 2, 3.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But and I've never taken nothing away from him. Man was a beast.
Right.
But I'm sorry, but when one man
And you committing blasphemy right now.
I know y'all are.
Not
Let me
with me.
explain.
Not
I
with
hope they
me.
blow up. I'm going to tell you. But because, Jordan doesn't have the most points. He doesn't have the most titles. You know what I mean? He didn't stay with one team. He went to the Wizards and got drug around a little bit. You know what I mean? A little bit. I mean, he was old, but he got drug around a little bit.
I would say he jumped in the mud on that one.
Come on now, did y'all watch some of the Wizards games?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
It was
now,
like-
like I said, that he had 50 games.
It was like when Magic came back.
Exactly. Right. Now let me say, man,
Tough to
Jordan
see.
is a beast.
Right.
Period.
Right.
I just don't think he's the best.
Okay.
And the
Take
reason
out
I
the
think-
A.
Right.
Take out the A.
You're right. I think-
Add in the A. Yeah.
And I'm gonna get off it because Kareem, man, until you show me somebody, he scored 38 now. You show me somebody who scored maybe 25,000 points with one arm. He did the shot. The game is a jump shot.
True
He
indeed.
didn't shoot jumpers. Jumpers.
Right.
He didn't have the 3-point line.
Yeah,
he didn't
unblockable shot.
Right. He didn't have
Right,
continuation. He didn't have the Miami Heat, the Orlando Magic, and all the
defensive
Vancouver
3 seconds.
Vancouver Grizzlies to
Right.
beat up on in
That's right.
expansion.
Right.
Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
He won with 2 different teams.
Okay.
He was the MVP for the Lakers when they were 40 and 42, the only man in the league to be the MVP for a losing team.
Right. Okay.
So when you talk to me about Michael Jordan, I don't want to just talk about his dunks, the shoes.
Okay.
I'll talk to him about, when he had the flu. You know, and he balled.
Right,
Don't get me
right,
wrong,
right.
6-0 in championships, never take nothing. I'm not gonna go to the LeBron thing where it took him forever to win. Dude
Right.
did his thing. I
Right,
just
right.
don't think he's the
He's the
best,
best.
and it kills me that people just think that nobody ever existed besides Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
fraud.
Okay,
You know what? I like, man. You know
I
what?
agree.
You know,
I agree with
you know what?
Fraud.
You know what?
He converted me.
I'm gonna go ahead and give him
Give
some
him
applause.
applause. Yeah,
I
yeah.
have never heard that passionate and you know what? Not just passionate, but a concise argument as well.
Yeah.